think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. These are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
Everyday life is tiring, isn't it? After a long day, aren't you just exhausted? Wouldn't it be nice if you could just lay down on a perfect mattress? Something that feels like it was custom made just for you. Something so nice, it felt like the mattress itself was tucking you in. Now you can with Mountain Valley Mattress Company. See how affordable your next great night's sleep can be in downtown Afton or at mountainvalleymattress.com.
Are you ready to join a legacy of service and adventure? The Wyoming National Guard invites you to be a part of something bigger. With us, you can serve your state and nation, all while pursuing your dreams. In the Wyoming National Guard, we ride for the brand and fly for the brand. Embrace the opportunity, make a part-time commitment, and become a guardian of Wyoming's future. Join us today and be a part of a tradition like no other. Your journey begins here.
In the game of life, you don't want to fumble your internet connection. Silver Star is here for you. Whether it's game time or homework time, Silver Star won't fumble when you need us. No more lag, no more buffering, no more drop connections. Get connected today at silverstar.com and experience fast, reliable, fumble-free internet. Silver Star, your connection, your way.
Welcome to Star Valley Station, home of Skyview Lanes, Salt River Cinemas, and Some Dude's Pizza. Get ready for an unforgettable experience where entertainment and deliciousness collide. Let the fun begin.
If you feel a burning in the back of your heel or lower calf that worsens with activity, you may have Achilles tendonitis. This often occurs as the result of repeated movements of certain sports, such as running, tennis, or basketball. Dr. Andrew McCall at Alpine Foot and Ankle is your local expert for Achilles tendonitis treatments and many more foot and ankle problems. To learn more and to schedule a consultation, visit alpinefoothandankle.clinic. That's alpinefoothandankle.clinic.
The Lincoln County School District No. 2 Transportation Department is hiring bus aides for the current school year. Earn extra cash while helping out the students. Starting wage for bus aides is $16.75 per hour. No experience is necessary and all training is paid. To get started and fill out your application, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org. Click Job Openings. Become a bus aide and enjoy a great way to earn some part-time cash.
Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community for over 25 years with residential, commercial, and construction services, along with porta potties and septic pumping. Please remember to always bag your garbage before placing it into your can. Even the smallest breeze can cause garbage to scatter everywhere as it is being dumped into our garbage trucks. For service and questions, visit starvalleydisposal.com. That's starvalleydisposal.com.
At the University of Wyoming, ideas come to life. It's where the spirit of innovation and boundless curiosity fuel our hunger for knowledge. It's where the past meets the present and our students shape a brighter future.
I'm a student athlete.
I'm a musician.
I'm a mentor.
And I'm a cowboy.
The world needs more cowboys.
My name is Anna Altbell, and since I was young, Desi's dance studio has been like a second home to me. Dance has always been my favorite language, and Desi's gave me the space to embrace it 100%. Whether it was ballet, tap, lyrical, or ballroom, I knew there were always two things I could count on: supportive instructors and lifelong friends. The confidence and identity I have today are all thanks to my time at the studio.
For more information and to get started, visit Desi'sDance.com. The winter sledding season will be here before you know it. Make sure you're ready for the best winter yet by making your reservations at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton, Wyoming. The resort is located just minutes away from some of the best backcountry sledding in the Rocky Mountains, regardless of experience. And with plenty of trailer parking and a large complimentary breakfast, there is no place better to stay while you enjoy the Wyoming winter. Book your stay today by visiting KodiakMountainResort.com.
For 18 years, Miles CPA has been your trusted partner in Star Valley, blending experience and expertise to support our community's financial needs. With a combined 75 years of experience, our dedicated team includes 3 skilled CPAs, along with 3 specialized bookkeepers. We're thrilled to welcome Amanda Wilford, our newest CPA, to the Miles CPA family. Together, we offer unmatched services in bookkeeping, payroll, business consulting, and tax preparation. Your financial success is our priority. Miles CPA, always a strong supporter of Star Valley Braves sports and activities. Go Braves!
Just had a birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was so cool. We got to play basketball, ping pong, and foosball. We were able to bring our own Nerf guns and even watched a movie on a giant projector screen. For my next birthday, I want to have my party at the Fun Zone too. Mom said the Fun Zone will also work great for my sister's wedding reception in a few months and next summer's family reunion. For reservations, visit svfunzone.com.
For the last 40 years, my goal was to move to a place like this. And so now I moved here. I couldn't really do much of anything.
He's relatively young for hip arthritis and was limited significantly because of the pain. We decided that the best course would be proceeding with a hip replacement.
It was easy. It was just, I know it sounds strange, right, when you know what they do. One of the greatest things about moving to Star Valley has been Dr. Linford and Mountain West Orthopedic.
Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home is clearing stock with massive discounts. Right now, while supplies lasts, find select LVP and carpet 50% off. Battleson Brothers also has over 8,500 square feet of hardwood, normally $7.99 per square foot, but currently just $3.99. And choose select tile for just $1.99 per square foot. Come see the flooring professionals, located 1 block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
And welcome to the Crimson Cathedral. The Star Valley Braves get set to take on the Mountain Crest Mustangs out of Hiram, Utah. This is the First Bank of Wyoming Countdown to tip-off. Your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit gofirstbank.com. Star Valley's still in the non-conference portion of their schedule, coming off the holiday break, Christmas and New Year's. Back at it. The kids actually had to go to school yesterday and today too, I think. And then now they're at it here this weekend. There'll be another split weekend of games for you folks that, like me, grew up loving those doubleheaders. Those are going to have to wait another couple of weeks, as Star Valley boys and girls will be split up this weekend as well. It's the guys tonight here against Mountain Crest. Tomorrow they'll be at Skyview. They're in Smithfield, Utah tomorrow afternoon. Duke Dance will have that one. And the Lady Braves will be here at home tomorrow as they host the Preston Indians. The ladies on the road right now, or will be, with a 7 p.m. tip-off at Mountain Crest tonight here as part of your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Both of these teams come into this contest. They could both use a win. The Braves have been off, of course, since the Preston Indian Classic, where they lost all 3 of those games. Went 1-2 at the Stranagan Invite in Riverton to open things up. They are still shorthanded. No Cooper Lancaster, no Dayton Schwab. Not sure when we're going to get those kids back, but this Star Valley team still has the makings of being a good team, and as long as you're using these games in order to get better, to get ready for the conference game, conference games which will be starting here in a couple weeks when the Casper schools come here to Afton, then things are going to be okay. Some things I'd like to see tonight from the Star Valley team. I'd like to see some better defense, fewer points for the Mustangs, of course. I'd like to see some second chance points, some boxing out. I'd like to see the Star Valley defense do a little bit better job of stopping the ball on its way to the hoop, some things like that. Some of the basics, fundamentals. Let's see if they can pick up on that tonight. Mountain Crest comes into this contest at 4-8. Kind of a transitive game in terms of if you want to look at who they've played, who Star Valley's played. They do have a common opponent. Recently, they played the Roy Royals just last week. They defeated the Royals by 10, and if you'll remember, the Royals defeated the Braves, pulling away, I believe, by 9 at that Preston Indian Classic. So there's going to be some talent here on this Mountain Crest team. This is a team that was at that Indian Classic. Star Valley was supposed to play them at one point, but that got switched around a little bit. We'll see if they can get at it tonight. We'll take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll do the starting lineups. This is all part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Your better banking experience is here. Check out First Bank's upgrade to online and mobile banking at gofirstbank.com.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
Have you heard how you can earn some extra cash from Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union? Bring us any new or refinanced auto, ATV, or RV loan, and we will give you 1% back in cash. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, OAC, member NCUA.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, it's not only about mining phosphate for production of crop nutrients that support western U.S. farmers and ranchers. It's about supporting our employees, neighbors, and local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
Western is a fantastic option when it comes to higher education. We're awarded consistent upper rankings year to year from entities such as University HQ, College Factual, and Intelligent.com. But don't just take their word for it. Listen to what our own students had to say about why they love Western.
The sense of community that this campus has.
And our meals are always fun, in my opinion.
They like all of the instructors and the coursework.
The tuition is very affordable.
I have awesome teachers. They're personal and great.
There's always an adventure when you're here.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Under a minute to go before we start this one off. The Star Valley Braves, their first home game of the season as they take on the visiting Mountain Crest Mustangs out of Hiram, Utah. We are getting ready now for the starting lineup, brought to you by Mountain Star Products. Plumbing supply, gravel, sand, topsoil, excavation, road building, and equipment rental located on Rocky Road in Afton. Also coming up, we're going to have the national anthem, which will be brought to you by Hastings Ace Hardware. Let's see if we can't get a shot here of this is kind of a new thing they're doing. They're singling out a super fan, if you will, as part of here we go. Rhett Sherbel, the super fan. They make kind of a cool deal out of it. He's the first one. This is going to be an ongoing thing. I think it's a great idea. Coach Shumway and Rhett Sherbel, you are the super fan of the pregame here. We're going to throw it down to the floor now for the national anthem, brought to you by Hastings Ace Hardware. Syncopation performing the national anthem tonight for the Hastings Ace Hardware national anthem. We have a three-person officiating crew tonight, and it's ready to get into it here. Mountain Crest wearing their road oranges trimmed with white. Star Valley going to be wearing the home whites trimmed with crimson and gold lettering. Number 5, a 6-foot senior. That's Cale Muir, force for Mountain Crest. Number 10 is Mason Smith, a 6-foot junior. Number 11, a 6'4" senior, Parker Andrus. Number 12, a 5'11" junior. That's Braden Larson. And number 23, a 6'4" senior, Nico Dimitrikov. As I said, Star Valley still a bit short-handed as far as some of the guys are hoping to see later on in the season. But this looks to be the similar lineup to what we saw the last time we saw the Braves, which was at the Preston Indian Classic. a 6-foot senior wearing number 44. That is Zane Hedges. 5'9". You know what, Zach? 5'10" in my mind. A senior wearing number 15. That's Zach Thompson. A 5'10" junior wearing number 5. That is Dylan Shumway. The big guys down low, a 6'3" senior wearing number 3. That is Bryson Neal. And a 6'4" junior wearing number 0. That is Will Linford. The Braves coached by Matt Shumway, assisted by Aaron Lancaster, as well as Mark and Ben Hale. Again, starting lineups brought to you today by Mountain Star Products, located on Rocky Road in Afton. Sometimes, you kind of eyeball these starting lineups and you think there might be an advantage this way or that way. Certainly no height advantage either way here. In fact, I would say Mountain Crest going kind of small here to start things off. Maybe they're dang fast. I don't know. Star Valley hasn't played Mountain Crest since 2019 as part of the Star Valley Shootout. Back then, the Braves won that one 44-43. That was the last time these two teams met. Which means these kids that are playing now were in elementary school. Neal with the jump. Looks like it's going to be controlled by the Mustangs, and we are underway here. First home game of the season for the Star Valley Braves. Dimitrikov, he'll pass it down low. Gets his man up in the air and up and in right away. That's Parker Andrus. And the Mustangs get on the board first. Hedges brings it across the timeline, and he is picked up quickly by Cale Muir. Star Valley working the top of the perimeter. Neal picks up his dribble. He'll hand it off to Shumway. Dylan will slide it off to Thompson. Braves running a weave, and now here's a drive from Hedges. It's off the side of the rim and rebounded by the Mustangs. That's Braden Larson. Ball tipped away, but winds up in the hands of Mountain Crest. They'll set up their offense. They'll go right back down low. Dimitrikov bounces out to the top of the key. They try and get it back down low to Nico, and that one's too far outside of his reach, and that'll be a turnover to Star Valley. 7:11 to go here in the first quarter. It's 2-0 Mustangs here on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Coach Shumway calling the play. Nope, I don't know what it is. Shumway will bring it across the timeline. He's being hounded defensively by Mason Smith, number 10. Hedges to Thompson, now far side wing to Shumway. He'll go to the elbow, loses the handle. He was trying to get it to Linford. It's taken away and stolen by the Mustangs. Here on the other end, Dimitrikov going to go down into the paint. Dangerous bounce pass. Gets it out to Parker Andrus. Andrus kicks it outside. And now the Mustangs working the key. Here's a drive, strong drive. A nice dump off down low from Parker Andrus to Dimitrikov. That was a really nice play. Easy shot there for the 6'4" senior. It's 4-0 Mustangs. Near side wing, Thompson. Now to Shumway. Braves still looking for that. That's a beautiful pass from Shumway. Gets it to Neal. Leaves it too short off the rim. And here come the Mustangs. Some definite contact there. I think they're going to get Parker Andrus for maybe extending that arm. It is going to be an offensive foul called on Parker Andrus. His first team foul against Mountain Crest with 6:14 to go here in the first quarter on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. And if you've forgotten, of course, no single bonus, no double bonus, just bonus. 5 fouls per quarter. That's the first one we've seen. Shumway going to be picked up at midcourt by Smith. He'll pass it off to Thompson. Thompson now top of the key to Linford. Near side wing to Neal. Neal with the rocker step to the elbow. Kicks it out to Shumway, and he'll set up a different offense. Trying to get it down low to Hedges. Hedges reverse pivot. Glass, and that's good. That's a nice play from Zane. And I'll be honest, the last 2 games Star Valley had at the Preston Indian Classic, Zane had kind of a slow start because of foul trouble, this and that. I like getting him involved early. That's just my 2 cents. Deep three-pointer, far side. Angle is good. Cale Muir knocks it in. That's a long 3, and the Mustangs lead it now 7-2. Hedges with a drive and dish to Thompson. Zach picks up his dribble, has it stripped out of his hands, taken away and stolen by Larson. Up ahead to Andrus. Andrus kind of stuck under the backboard. Tries to pass out of it. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Thompson. Possession arrow will stay with the Mustangs. They lead the Braves early on here, 7-2 on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Cooper Lawson going to check into the contest now, replacing Will Linford. Big Country wearing number 30. Checking this in for the Mustangs, going to be number 10, Mason Smith. Officials just getting a little bit of a clarification there. And here we go. Mustangs with a 5-point lead and the basketball in the early going. Andrus working backcourt with Muir. Far side to Smith. Trying to get it down low to Dimitrikov. Dimitrikov trying to bang with Big Country. He gets Cooper up in the air. They're going to call this on the floor. And if I'm Cooper, you do not need to get yourself up in the air. You've got the height, you've got the girth. You do not need to do that. He's going to be whistled for that one. First personal on Cooper. First team foul on Star Valley with 5:02. Mustangs lob it in to Andrus. Andrus goes left hand, just about loses the handle, picks it up. And that one up in the air, still corralled. Now it's up for grabs into the hands of Hedges. Hedges up ahead to Thompson. Thompson challenged by Dimitrikov. Can't get it to go, but he will draw the blocking foul. First personal of the game on Nico Dimitrikov. Second team foul on the Mustangs. This one on the shot. So Zach Thompson will go to the free throw line. Zach's been a pretty good scorer so far this season. He's led this Braves team at least a couple of times in scoring. First free throw is good. Here on your Riverside Dental free throw line. Check out riversidedentalwy.com. Braves get their third point of the quarter here. They trail at 7-3. Zach with another free throw upcoming. Second offering is also good. 2 points for Zach, and the lead is cut to 3, 7-4 Mustangs. Checking into the lineup. Hey, I didn't know he was available, so Cooper Lancaster into the lineup, number 1. I didn't think we were going to have Cooper this weekend, but there he is. I know this will come as a shock to you, but I'm not a doctor. Parker Andrus working back top of the key now to Muir. Muir over to Andrus. Far side wing, picked up defensively by Smith McClure, who also checked it on that dead ball. And the Mustangs have it tipped away by Shumway into the hands of Hedges. Back to Dillon. Dillon will challenge Glass, and a blocking foul is the call. Can't get the basket, but Dillon will draw the blocking foul. Mustangs tried to draw the charge and didn't get the call. It's going to go against Mason Smith. First personal on Smith, third team foul on Mountain Crest with 4:25 to go here in the first quarter. Dylan Shumway will shoot 2. Dylan typically a good shooter. First one is away and good here at your Riverside Dental free throw line. So far the Braves 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. And a chance to cut this to 1 point now. They trailed 7-2. Now it's 7-5. Second offering from Shumway is short. In fact, it barely draws nylon. I won't tell you what we used to call that when I was a kid, but goes out of bounds to the Mustangs. It's 7-5 here on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. And jogging across the timeline will be Mason Smith. Now Andrus passing it off to Larson. Down low to Dimitrikov. He's going to try and back down Cooper Lawson again. That's a curious thing. Got the little baby hook, can't get it to go. And up high for the rebound is Cooper Lancaster. Braves here on the other end. That's a nice play set up by Smith McClure. Dumps it off to Cooper Lawson. He draws the attention, leaving Cooper wide open for that shot. And he puts it in. We're tied up. Braves on a 5-0 run here, and we're knotted up 7-7. Far side angle is Muir. Now far side wing to Larson. Top of the key. Now, excuse me, that was Andrus. Now it's Andrus. Andrus trying to get it down low to Dimitrikov. Triple team there. Bounces out of it to Muir. That three-pointer's too strong. Gets his own board. Tried to dump it off down low. It's no good and rebounded by Cooper Lancaster. A couple of boards already early on for Cooper. Zane going to challenge, drive with the left hand. He is swatted by Andrus, who comes away with the board. Both teams with a bit of a turnover there in their last possession. Dimitrikov picks up his dribble. He'll hand it off now to Muir. Cale Muir. Parker Andrus now at the basketball. Trying to go down low to Dimitrikov. Lawson on him. Gets it back, tries the reverse pivot, up off the glass, can't get it to go. Good box out from Cooper. And the Braves have a chance to take the lead here. Pull up three-pointer from Shumway is too strong. Braves get caught looking, but Lawson tracks it down. Swiped out of his hands and stolen by Dimitrikov. And here come the Mustangs. Step up three on the other side. That one off the mark, no good. Battling for it was Larson. They're going to say last touched by Mountain Crest. Both teams maybe a little gassed here in the early going. 2:27 to go here in the first quarter on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. It is 7-7. Some substitutions coming in. Number 25, Easton Pugmire for Mountain Crest. For the Braves, it's Shumway, Lancaster, Lawson, Roman Erickson in the ball game now, along with Smith McClure. Cooper, deep pull-up three. That is hard off the glass, kept alive and rebounded by Andrus. Andrus has it poked away from behind into the hands of Cooper Lancaster. Lancaster, he looks fine. Had that broken collarbone in the early playoff moments of Star Valley's run to the third straight championship. Looks like he's back, ready to go, at least for right now. Roman Erickson, sophomore, put in some good minutes out at the Preston Indian Classic. Now Smith McClure, far side angle. Braves setting things up, trying to stretch out this Mountain Crest defense perhaps a little bit. No shot clock. If you're a Utah high school basketball fan wondering what's going on, no shot clock in Wyoming, not till 2026. McClure working to Shumway, far side angle to Lancaster. He'll work off a screen, drives, and off the glass. That's up and in for two. Cooper, I would make the guess, and I would make this bet actually. He is the best finisher the Braves have. It's nice to have him back on the court. The Braves now on a 7-0 run, and they lead this one 9-7 after trailing early on as we tick down to a minute to play in the first quarter. Top of the key, here's Muir. Muir has it taken away and stolen by Roman Erickson. Erickson to Lawson to get his dribble back, and he'll bring it across the timeline. Muir on him defensively. Roman to the elbow, maybe trying to pick and roll. He'll hand it off now to Lancaster. Shumway now far side corner to Cooper. That one kind of a lazy pass, taken away and stolen. And up ahead, this is Tate Martinson. That one swatted away, no good. And we're going to have a whistle and a travel is the call. Looked like Mountain Crest was in good shape there to maybe get a basket or a foul. They don't get either on this trip. They've been stuck on 7 for a while. They led Star Valley 7-2 in the early going. They have not scored for a few minutes. Star Valley with the 2-point lead and the basketball as we tick down to what might be the final possession of the first quarter. Lancaster here at the Dreamcatcher center circle. Nearly has it poked away by Trey Cooper, number 3. Lancaster, there's the drive, right hand this time. And he's up in the air, will draw the blocking foul and get himself to the line. He's just a handful. He can do a lot of things. He can drive, he can shoot, he can do a lot of good things. And if you don't have quite the right guy on him, he can get himself to the line pretty easily. Cooper to the line for the first time this season. That one's good. Riverside Dental free throw line. Appreciate Riverside Dental as well as all of our sponsors. We are kind of split up still. Duke Dance will have the girls game. That link at SVInews.com. Lady Braves taking on this Mountain Crest squad. That one tips off at 7 o'clock. Cooper Lancaster's second offering is off the mark and tracked down by the Mustangs. That is Martinson. Martinson helps clean the boards. Braves up 3. They're on a 8-0 run. There's a drive, glass, that's good. That's a nice shot there and a nice finish by Noah Carden. Last shot by the Braves is no good. And it's 10-9 Star Valley after 1 quarter of play. We'll be back with the second quarter here in 60 seconds.
While the Bank of Jackson Hole has grown over the years, our commitment to our clients and their financial well-being remains the cornerstone of our business. With responsive local decision-making and a true appreciation for the health of our community, our vision is to provide a banking experience that is all about you, the client. When it comes to navigating the local landscape, Bank of Jackson Hole has proven year over year that we know the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Make plans now to spend this winter in beautiful Alpine, Wyoming. Bring your snowmobiles or rent one from one of our local retailers. The Grays River and surrounding areas offer plenty of options for both beginner and experienced rider. Or slow it down on our snowshoeing and cross-country ski trails. And of course, unwind with exceptional lodging and dining options. Book your Alpine, Wyoming winter stay today.
Here's Duke Dance, Dal Erickson, and the SVI Sports crew with more live coverage of Braves basketball.
Zane will call out a play. We're trying to work off a screen from Smith McClure. Now to Roman Erickson. Battling down low is Will Linford. Trying to get some space there on Dimitrikov. Hedges going to drive left hand. Goes up off the glass. Skims off the rim. No good. Pulled in by Hedges. Gets his own rebound. Great hustle from Zane, but can't get that to finish either. And rebounded by the Mustangs. They have cleaned the glass pretty well on the defensive boards. Carden in the ball game. He'll dump it off here to Tayton Martinson, excuse me. This is number 1, Noah Carden. And now Dimitrikov, number 23. Working around the perimeter. Dimitrikov has been very active working around the low block. They try and get it to him there. It's poked out of bounds by the Braves. I believe that was Will Linford. It'll stay Mountain Crest basketball. Roman Erickson defending the inbounds play. And that might be kind of a difficult matchup there. They'll have to lob it deep. Thompson going up for it. Couldn't quite get a hand on it. It'll stay here. Thinking about the three-pointer is Martinson. Picks up his dribble, trying to get it to Dimitrikov on the low block. He is picked up defensively by Linford. Goes into the paint. He tries to go up off the glass. Won't go. That's a tough shot. Linford comes up with the rebound. Hedges will jog it across the timeline. Braves up 10-9 on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard here in the early moments of the second quarter. Hedges trying to work off a screen, and Mountain Crest all over that. Zane had to collect himself and now find Roman. Roman going to drive left hand. Floater in the paint is no good. And rebounded by Linford. It's stripped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Braves. It's a last touch by the Mustangs. Thompson will check this in, defended by Carden. Zach looking for his man. He'll get it to Hedges. Hedges is cut off. Bounce pass out on the far side wing to Smith McClure. Smith crossover dribble, puts it up from about 15 feet. Good. Good looking jumper from Smith McClure, and the Braves lead it 12-9. Some token backcourt pressure here from Roman Erickson. He will pick up Carden. Martinson working it around to Cooper. Trey Cooper, number 3. This is Dimitrikov. Now back to Carden. Roman going for the steal. Doesn't get it. Nice bounce pass down low, but double teamed is Dimitrikov. Mountain Crest looking for the open shot. There it is from Martin for 3. It's no good. Dimitrikov comes up with a rebound. Here's a deep 3 from the Mustangs. That one's good. If you're wearing number 3 and you got the headband, you got to watch out for those guys. Trey Cooper knocks down the triple, and we're tied up 12-12. And they're going to get Roman Erickson. I believe he took too many steps there in the paint. He did. Roman and Smith will have a seat. Now onto the court for the Braves, Bryson Neild and Dylan Shumway. We're tied up at 12. Mustangs with a chance to regain the lead. His name is Trey. He's got a headband and he wears number 3. Of course he's going to be able to hit the three-pointer. That's like the triumvirate of three-point red flags. Here's a drive by the Mustangs. Cut off to Dimitrikov to Martinson. Martinson going to drive. Quick drive high off the glass. Got it. And are they going to stay on the floor or is it good? Looked good to me. Yeah, Tayton Martinson puts that up and in. That was a quick drive. Kind of frantic, but he's able to finish it up off the glass and get himself to the line. The foul will go against Zane Hedges, first personal. First team foul as those fouls reset, of course, at each quarter now. Hedges will have a seat, replaced by Cooper, Lancaster. Got 2 Coopers out there. Might just have to go back to Cooper and Big Country. Martinson trying to complete the three-point play. This is the first free throw of the game so far for the Mustangs. It's away and too strong, no good. And Bryson Neild there for the rebound. 14-12, Mountain Crest. Shumway trying to find some space to maneuver to the elbow, now to Cooper Lancaster. Lancaster and Shumway working the pick and roll game here, top of the key. Will Linford battling with Dimitrikov down low. That hasn't been a good angle yet. Nice bounce pass down to Neal. Can't get it to go, though, and rebounded by Andrus, his third rebound of the game. Andrus up ahead to Cooper. This is Trey Cooper. Tries to throw it off of Zach Thompson, and he is successful. That'll stay with Mountain Crest. Number 10, Mason Smith coming in for the Mustangs, replacing number 1, Noah Carden, who hit a triple. The Braves haven't hit a three-pointer yet in this game. 14-12 Mustangs. Has it taken away, nearly stolen by Lancaster. Had his palm on it, but foot on the line. It'll stay with Mountain Crest. 4:33 to go in the half. Braves down 2. To Dimitrikov, guarded by Linford out on the wing. Dimitrikov going to try and go old school, bang against Linford. Bounce pass, gets it to Smith. Smith kind of caught under the rim, gets away from his man, puts it up and in. That's a nice play from Mason Smith, his first basket. Mountain Crest really spreading around the scoring. That is now the 7th different player who has gotten at least a point for the Mustangs. They lead at 16-12. Cooper tight ropes the end line, dishes it out to Neal. Three-pointer on the way is no good. And rebounded and taken away. Actually, it winds up in the hands of Lancaster. Drives, it's good. And the foul. Again, Mustangs trying to draw a charge. Let's take a look at that again on the the Fall River Propane replay. Cooper Lancaster, he's got 5 points here in his first action of the season. Chance to make it 6. He is 1 of 2 from the free throw line so far in this contest. Easton Pugmire and Braden Larson check in for the Mustangs. Big Country also coming in for the Braves. Cooper looking for his 6th point, and he's got it. It's a 1-point contest. Mountain Crest 16, Star Valley 15. As we head into the second half of the second quarter, if you will. Pugmire to Larson. Quick working it around to Andrus. Andrus on the low block, banging with Neal. A pass out to Andrus, working around the perimeter. Cut off is Smith. There's Parker for the 3 that rims in and out. Cooper, Offensive rebound by Pugmire. And the offense will set up again. Here's another three-pointer. That one's way too strong. And it's taken out of the hands of Andrus by Hedges, and they're going to say he was on the line. I don't think Zane agrees, but as I say many times, there's 3 people getting paid to officiate. We're not one of them. Smith gets it into Larson. That one tipped away. As the kids say, ball don't lie. Neal comes up with the steal. Hedges will now set up the offense, being hounded here by Smith. Nearly has it taken away by Mason Smith. He'll find Neal, now to Shumway. Shumway pulls up just inside the three-point line. That's short. Big Country there for the rebound. Kicks it out to three-pointer for Neal. That's no good. Lancaster with another board, and I believe he was hooked. Yeah, they're going to get Braden Larson for his first personal foul. Second team foul on Mountain Crest here in this second quarter. First personal on Braden Larson. He will have a seat. Shumway will check this in for the Braves. They trail it by 1 here in the second quarter. Trying to get it to Big Country. Now to Lancaster. Lancaster going to drive into the lane. Had the shot he wanted. It's too strong off the back of the iron. That one's swatted by Hedges. That one no good. Another offensive board. Won't go, and it's finally into the hands of Michael Smith. Three-pointer here on the other end. That does not draw iron or anything. It's saved in bounds. What a great play by Mountain Crest. That looked to be well out of bounds. Cale Muir. That's a heck of a play. It's going to be a turnover, and instead you get a basket out of it. It's 18-15 Mountain Crest. Smith McClure back in the lineup to Shumway, all alone to Big Country. He's got the space he needs, but can't finish. battling for the rebound. It's up for grabs and now into the hands of Shumway. Big Country to Smith in the corner. That one no good. And tracked down by Cooper. This is Trey Cooper for Mountain Crest. Mustangs with a 3-point lead and the basketball as we tick under 2 minutes. Three-pointer from Andrus is good. Parker Andrus hits the transition three, and the Mustangs lead it by 6. We'll take a 30-second timeout. It's 21-15, Mountain Crest.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
You're watching Star Valley High School basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
Biggest lead of the game so far for either team. Mountain Crest leads it by 6, 21-15 after that triple from Parker Andrus. And I'll be honest with you, it was the play before that was even more impressive. They kept alive what was an errant shot and turned it into a layup. So 5 quick points just on the last 2 possessions. And the Braves are going to see if they can't carve into this here in the final minute 40 of the half. Hedges forced to pick up his dribble. Now to Lancaster. Shumway, pull up three-pointer. That's not going to be any good. Rebounded by Cooper. This is Trey Cooper for the Mountain Crest and a chance to extend their 6-point lead. Smith into the lane. Kicks it out to Cooper. Here's a pull-up three-pointer from Smith. That's good. And boy, Mountain Crest has hit their last 3 3-point attempts, and they lead it by 9 now, 24-15. Braves offense has been pretty stagnant, only 5 points in the quarter. Reverse layup off the rim, will not fall for Cooper Lancaster. Braves have had some good shots, just can't get them to fall. Smith, top of the key, 9-point lead for the Mustangs as they have outscored the Braves handily here in this second quarter. In fact, it's a 15-5 run here in this second quarter in favor of the Mustangs. Smith to Trey Cooper, deep three-pointer, that's no good, and pulled in by Cooper Lancaster. There's a drive into the lane by Big Country, no good. Trying to keep it alive is Smith McClure. It'll say, the refs will say last touched by Mountain Crest. Braves really need a basket. Zach Thompson and Roman Erickson check in. Shumway and Lancaster have a seat. Lawson down low to Hedges. Hedges battling, banging in the paint, out to Smith McClure, three-pointer. That is, oh my goodness. That was almost all the way down. I don't even know how it bounced out, honestly. But the rebound unable to be secured by Mountain Crest, and the Star Valley will get another chance. 16 seconds left to go. Corbin Stewart going to check in for the Mustangs. Also in there is Pugmire, some length out there potentially. Hedges bounce pass into Thompson. 15 seconds to go in the half. Braves down 9. Really need some points here to close out the quarter. Under 10 to go. Thompson, crossover dribble. Puts up the runner from 15. That's no good. Backside rebound is Erickson. Erickson puts it up, and it will not go. At the buzzer, Smith McClure with the rebound. Can't get that to go. It would have been a tough one. And Star Valley in a little bit of a drought there in that second quarter. They trail up by 9 here at the break, 24-15. We'll now roll into our Star Valley Health halftime show here after this break. Star Valley Health, your care is their top priority. Visit starvalleyhealth.org. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
Everyday life is tiring, isn't it? After a long day, aren't you just exhausted? Wouldn't it be nice if you could just lay down on a perfect mattress? Something that feels like it was custom made just for you. Something so nice, it felt like the mattress itself was tucking you in. Now you can with Mountain Valley Mattress Company. See how affordable your next great night's sleep can be in downtown Afton or at mountainvalleymattress.com.
Are you ready to join a legacy of service and adventure? The Wyoming National Guard invites you to be a part of something bigger. With us, you can serve your state and nation, all while pursuing your dreams. In the Wyoming National Guard, we ride for the brand, then fly for the brand. Embrace the opportunity, make a part-time commitment, and become a guardian of Wyoming's future. Join us today and be a part of a tradition like no other. Your journey begins here.
In the game of life, you don't want to fumble your internet connection. Silver Star is here for you. Whether it's game time or homework time, Silver Star won't fumble when you need us. No more lag, no more buffering, no more drop connections. Get connected today at silverstar.com and experience fast, reliable, fumble-free internet. Silver Star, your connection, your way.
This broadcast is owned by SVI Media. Any use without prior written permission is prohibited.
Cadets performing here at halftime. It's the first home game of the season for the Star Valley basketball programs. The Lady Braves will get their chance for their first home game tomorrow as Star Valley trailing this one at the break 15-24 here against the Mountain Crest Mustangs here on your Star Valley Health halftime show. Join them for the Alpine Clinic Open House on January 11th to see their expanded services coming to Northern Star Valley. Visit starvalleyhealth.org. Here at the break, let's take a look at the statistics so far. First for Mountain Crest. Really a balanced effort offensively for Mountain Crest. Everybody kind of getting into the scoring column for the Mustangs. 3 players with 5 points apiece. Cale Muir has 5, Mason Smith has 5, and Parker Andrus has 5, and all of them have done it the same way. A 2-pointer from the field and then a 3-pointer from beyond the arc. Trey Cooper with 3 points. He's hit a triple as well. Nico Dimitrikov has 2, Tayton Martinson has 2, and Noah Carden has 2. I've got Andrus with 3 rebounds, and rebounding-wise, really spreading it around with the Mustangs as well. Cooper has 2, Larson has 2, Dimitrikov has 2. For the Braves, leading the way is, well, for me anyway, an unexpected player, Cooper Lancaster, playing his first minutes of the season as he's been healing up from that football playoff injury, and he has led the way with 6 points. Cooper also with 4 rebounds off the bench as well. And then after that, the Braves offense has sputtered. No 3-pointers. Been a while since Star Valley hasn't had a 3-pointer in a half, but they weren't able to knock any of them down in that first half. And conversely, Mountain Crest hit 4 of them. That's part of the reason for your score here at the half. 2 points apiece for Zane Hedges, Cooper Lawson, Zach Thompson, and Smith McClure. Dylan Shumway with 1 point. The Braves got themselves to the line, did okay there, and went, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. The Mustangs only went there once and missed it. So the Braves actually fortunate to have those free throw points to be this one as much as they are. It's been a cold shooting effort, especially in that second quarter after leading it 10-9 after 1. That's a look at your statistics here at the half. Brought to you by Battlesome Brothers Flooring, Carpet One, quality, price, service, located a block south of the Arch in Afton. 24-15 is your halftime score. The Mount Crest Mustangs leading the Star Valley Braves here at the break. All part of your Star Valley Health halftime show. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Welcome to Star Valley Station, home of Skyview Lanes, Salt River Cinemas, and Some Dude's Pizza. Get ready for an unforgettable experience where entertainment and deliciousness collide. Let the fun begin.
If you feel a burning in the back of your heel or lower calf that worsens with activity, you may have Achilles tendonitis. This often occurs as the result of repeated movements of certain sports, such as running, tennis, or basketball. Dr. Andrew McCall at Alpine Foot and Ankle is your local expert for Achilles tendonitis treatments and many more foot and ankle problems. To learn more and to schedule a consultation, visit alpinefoothandankle.clinic. That's alpinefoothandankle.clinic.
The Lincoln County School District No. 2 Transportation Department is hiring bus aides for the current school year. Earn extra cash while helping out the students. Starting wage for bus aides is $16.75 per hour. No experience is necessary and all training is paid. To get started and fill out your application, visit lcsd2.org and click job openings. That's lcsd2.org. Click job openings. Become a bus aide and enjoy a great way to earn some part-time cash.
Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community for over 25 years with residential, commercial, and construction services, along with porta potties and septic pumping. Please remember to always bag your garbage before placing it into your can. Even the smallest breeze can cause garbage to scatter everywhere as it is being dumped into our garbage trucks. For service and questions, visit StarValleyDisposal.com. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
This broadcast is owned by SVI Media. Any use without prior written permission is prohibited.
It is your Star Valley Health halftime show. Again, I encourage you to learn more about them at starvalleyhealth.org and plan on joining Star Valley Health for the Alpine Clinic Open House coming up on January 11th to see their expanded services coming to Northern Star Valley. More information on that online at SVInews.com. Here at the break at your Star Valley Health halftime show, the Mountain Crest Mustangs outscoring the Braves significantly in that second quarter. In fact, outscoring the Braves by 10 in that second quarter, and they lead it by 9 at the break as the Star Valley offense only 5 points in that second quarter. And to me, if I'm kind of looking at it, one, lack of three-point production. We've kind of gotten used to Star Valley hitting a few of those. None of those in the first half. But I would like to see Star Valley finish under the rim. I sound like a grumpy old man, but they go into the trouble of painting that white square on all of the backboards nationwide. There must be a reason. It's because physics tells you put it in that square and it's probably going to go in the basket. I'd like to see the Braves maybe make a little better use of that here in the second half as they work to overcome this 9-point deficit. Just a reminder, coming up here in about 20 minutes, Duke Dance and the rest of the SVI crew, they are actually in Hiram, Utah, at Mountain Crest High School. The Lady Braves taking on Mountain Crest. That one's set to tip off at 7 p.m. Watch, link at SVInews.com. As far as radio coverage, we'll be joining that game at the conclusion of this one. That is the end of your Star Valley Health halftime show. Again, your care is their top priority. Visit StarValleyHealth.org. Braves set to break the huddle here. And again, I think one of the big stories, though, is the availability of Cooper Lancaster. He broke that collarbone, I believe it was the quarterfinals of the playoff run of Star Valley's three-peat. And obviously you never want to see that. He has looked pretty good tonight. In fact, 6 points, 4 rebounds off the bench. Coming out onto the floor for the Braves to start this third quarter will be the original starting five: Zach Thompson, Dylan Shumway, Bryson Neild, Will Linford, and Zach Hedges. And looks to be the original starting five for the Mustangs as well: Cale Muir, Mason Smith, Parker Andrus, Braden Larson, and Nico Dimitrikov. Mustangs with the basketball and the 9-point lead to start this second half, and we are away. Smith to Dimitrikov, bounce pass to Andrus, zips about to Smith. Some quick passes here, moving the ball quickly. Three-pointer on the way from Muir. That one's too strong, but up high for the rebound is Dimitrikov. He will take it down to the paint and kick it back out. That one nearly taken away and stolen. Also, maybe almost a foul there on Shumway, but into the hands of Smith. Smith, a drive and dish to Larson. Larson will pull up for three. That one's too strong, and into the hands now of Shumway. Dillon to Neal. To Thompson, he was under the cylinder, couldn't finish it out to Zach Thompson for three. And the Braves finally knocked down their first long-range bomb of the day, brought to you by the Wyoming National Guard. 24-18 is the score now. Mountain Crest with the lead and the basketball. Muir drives, Dimitrikov on the elbow, looking to pass out of it, over to Larson. Larson drives, dumps it off to Dimitrikov for the easy deuce. Nico with 4 points, 3 rebounds on my stat sheet. The lead back up to 8, 26-18 on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard here in the early going of the third quarter. Thompson to Shumway, deep three-pointer on the way. That one crawls around. Oh my goodness, it finally drops. I thought no way that was going to fall. So back-to-back Wyoming National Guard triples for the Braves. And they cut this lead to 5, 26-21. Dimitrikov knifes into the lane, too strong off the glass. Rebounded by Will Linford. Braves trying to take advantage. Neal over to Thompson. Star Valley's hit their last 2 triples, Thompson and Shumway. They'll set things up as Mountain Crest extends their defense. Shumway to Hedges, far side wing. Linford working down low. Hedges now to Neal. Dillon near side angle. Working off a screen from Linford. Dillon into the lane, drives, glass, can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Mustangs. That's Dimitrikov. Transition here. Larson stuck under the cylinder. That's going to be a kicked ball off of Zane Hedges. Coming in on the dead ball, Trey Cooper for Mountain Crest. If you're confused with all the Coopers, I don't blame you. There's a Trey Cooper for Mountain Crest. You got Cooper Lawson, a.k.a. Big Country for the Braves, and Cooper Lancaster, a.k.a. Not Big Country for the Braves. Andrus with the head fake, trying to get past Neal into the paint. He'll dish it out to Smith. He loses the handle, and I think he was trying to throw it to the wing. I don't think anybody touched it, although it kind of seems like they're going to let the ball stay with the Mustangs. I have not seen a single signal yet from the officials. They're going to say it stays with the Mustangs. I can see why they would call it that way. I really do. But I do not think it was touched. Possession will stay with Mountain Crest, trying to get it down low on the block. That's a nice pass from Dimitrikov, and boy, Trey Cooper's just smacked in the head by Zach Thompson. Almost knocked his headband off. Thompson picked up his first foul. First team foul against Star Valley here in the third. Cooper lines up for the three. That's no good. Rebounded by Hedges. Zane with the ball. Up ahead to Shumway. Pull up three in transition. That one's no good. And Andrus comes up with the rebound. Andrus with his 4th rebound of the contest. Tries the crossover. Dishes it back out to Smith. Three-pointer. That's good. Mason Smith hits his 2nd triple of the night. He's got 8 points. And the lead is 8. 29-21 Mountain Crest. Hedges guarded by Larson. Zane trying to work past Braden Larson. He'll drive, finds a seam, tough shot, hangs up on the rim. Will Linford is there for the rebound and the putback. It's a nice play for Will following that shot. First basket of the game. Will to the free throw line for the first time today. Trying to complete the three-point play. It is short. No good. Rebounded by Mason Smith. There's a drive by Andrus. Boy, that's a pretty drive from Parker Andrus. He's now got 7 points, and the lead is back up to 8, 31-23. Drive here on the other end by the Braves. Far side is Hedges. Hedges into the paint, left hand, and it's too strong off the rim. Boy, we've seen that a lot tonight. And Will Linford with another rebound and a putback. Back-to-back garbage points, if you want to call him that, for Will Linford. He's got 4. Boy, the Braves have had a lot of shots. Carom off the back of the iron tonight. Smith picked up defensively here by Hedges. Dimitrikov in between the three-point line and the free throw line. Trey Cooper thinks about 3. He'll dish it off to Andrus. 15-footer from the free throw line for Dimitrikov. No good. Smith corrals the rebound. And another possession here for the Mustangs. He'll tightrope the end line. Dishes out. Here's Andrus. Runs into Hedges. A lot of contact. No call either way. And the ball ends up out of bounds. Oh, boy, it'll say Star Valley ball. And then the official pokes Tayton Martinson in the face. Nobody meant to, but it's one of those moments. That's a tough possession for Mount Crest, if I'm being honest. 31-25. Mustangs with the lead. Braves with a chance to cut into this deficit. Cooper Lancaster into the lineup now, along with Smith McClure. Cooper working off a screen from Linford. Gets away from his man from the elbow, is short. Winds up in the hands of Hedges. Braves with another chance. That three-pointer is good. Dylan Shumway knocks down his second triple of the quarter from the Wyoming National Guard. It's a three-point contest. Star Valley firing here, and that one's stolen by Dylan Shumway. Dylan waiting for some help. Gets it down low to Smith McClure on the low block. Dish it out. Dylan feeling it perhaps. That one will not drop, and into the hands now Trey Cooper. He's had a soft touch on a couple of these. Quickly up ahead to Pugmire. Excuse me, that's Martinson. Skip pass over to Andrus, to Cooper, to Smith. That three-pointer from Martinson, no good, and there for the clear-out rebound is Cooper Lancaster, his fifth. Braves with a chance to tie this up. They trail by 9 to start this quarter. They trail it by 3, 31-28. Cooper Lancaster, wide open three. It's good! The Wyoming National Guard triple. Cooper Lancaster with 9, and the Braves have erased the 9-point deficit, prompting a Mountain Crest timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
At the University of Wyoming, ideas come to life. It's where the spirit of innovation and boundless curiosity fuel our hunger for knowledge. It's where the past meets the present and our students shape a brighter future.
I'm a student athlete.
I'm a musician.
I'm a mentor.
And I'm a cowboy.
The world needs more cowboys.
My name is Anna Altbell, and since I was young, Desi's dance studio has been like a second home to me. Dance has always been my favorite language, and Desi's gave me the space to embrace it 100%. Whether it was ballet, tap, lyrical, or ballroom, I knew there were always two things I could count on: supportive instructors and lifelong friends. The confidence and identity I have today are all thanks to my time at the studio.
For more information and to get started, visit desisdance.com.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
So after not hitting any three-pointers in the first half, Star Valley's hit 4 of them here in this third quarter, and they've erased a 9-point deficit against the Mountain Crest Mustangs. Mountain Crest takes a timeout, and they'll see if they can't stop things that direction and recapture some of the momentum they had in the second quarter. With the basketball, that's Martinson now to Cooper. Cooper passing it up to Noah Carden. To Andrus. Andrus hands it off. Carden going to drive into the lane. Tough shot, and it's going to go. Second basket of the day for Noah Carden. He's got 4 points. And the Mustangs take the lead, 33-31, after the Braves had tied it up. Spin move from Hedges, finds a wide open Lancaster on the backside for the layup. Beautiful drive and pass by Zane Hedges. Cooper Lancaster now with 11 points off the bench. Near side wing, that's Martinson to Andrus to Carden. Carden going to drive left hand. Nobody stops him, and he gets left under the rim. Looks like he is fouled on his way to the hoop. Cooper Lancaster whistled for his first foul. Second team foul on the Braves with 1:51 to go. And Noah Carden to the free throw line for the first time. In fact, just the second free throw of the game attempted by Mountain Crest. That one in and out, no good. Mustangs 0 for 2 now from the free throw line. They've had to get all their points the hard way. Second one is good, and Mountain Crest now leads it by 1, 34-33. Carden with 5 points. Lancaster will jog it across the timeline and call out the play. He's going to be picked up defensively by Martinson. Bounce pass to Shumway. He'll hand it off to Smith McClure. McClure trying to work past the defense into the lane. Left hand has it swatted out of bounds by Martinson. It'll stay Star Valley basketball. 93 seconds left here in the third. Star Valley down 1. Shumway lobs it in, looking for Cooper Lancaster, and it is knocked out of bounds by Pugmire. Braves have been a little lax on their passes there, and it kind of feels like Mountain Crest is going to get one. Speaking of which, that one up in the air, winds up in the hands of Lancaster. Euro step, can't get it to go. He hits the ground hard, as does Pugmire, and the foul will go against Mountain Crest. They're going to whistle Parker Andrus for the foul. His second team foul on Mountain Crest here in this quarter. And Cooper Lancaster to the line. That one's good, and we're tied back up at 34. Cooper's 3 of 4 from the Riverside Dental free throw line tonight. And he's got 12 points in the contest off the bench. And I didn't know he was going to play today. He's certainly made an impact. Second offering is also good. And the Braves retake the lead, 35-34. 1:25 to go in the third. Carden fakes the handoff, going to take it all the way in and draws the reach-in foul there on the Braves. He's crafty with that basketball. You think he's going to do something, and he does something different. Zach Thompson going to be whistled for his second personal foul. Third team foul on the Braves with $1:20 to go here in the third. Mountain Crest setting up their offense here on the inbound. Carden lobs it into Cooper. Cooper trying to work off a screen from Pugmire. Now he'll call him off. Lancaster giving him some room. That one poked away by Lancaster. He plays the passing lane, tries to save it in bounds into the hands of Carden. He'll put up a floater in the paint. Kind of some bad luck for the Braves. They had some good things going there. Noah Carden scores his 5th point of the quarter. He's got 7. And Mount Crest retakes the lead, 36-35. Here on the other end, Smith McClure gives it up now to Lancaster. He'll call out the play. Smith, far side wing. Cooper Lawson trying to battle down low. He'll come back out, set a screen for Lancaster. McClure passes to Lancaster. Cut off defensively now down low, just inside the free throw line for Lawson. That's no good. And rebounded by Carden, and he is fouled. Foul against Roman Erickson. Roman snuck in there. I didn't see him. First personal on him. 4th team foul, though. So Mount Crest with a 1-point lead, and they will get to the line if they can draw another foul on the Braves here in this third quarter. As a 4th team foul. 20 seconds to go. Carden's going to back all the way past the spiking line near the scores table. Zach Thompson coming out on him. Going to force the issue a little bit to Dimitrikov. He'll drive, tries to split the double team, and there's that foul. That's why that foul 60 feet away was such a big deal. It gives away your cushion, and now Mountain Crest really didn't even have to work that hard to get that foul, get themselves to the line. It's going to go against Cooper Lawson, his second, but that's the 5th team foul. So into the bonus are the Mustangs, and Nico Dimitrikov to the free throw line for the first time tonight. It is good. He's got 5 points, 4 rebounds on my stat sheet. And the Mustangs lead it by 2. The Braves erased a 9-point halftime deficit. They've swapped the lead a couple times here, but now Mountain Crest leads by 2 again. Make it 3. Dimitrikov with 6. And Star Valley with 8 seconds to make something go, and it's tipped out of bounds. A great play by Tayton Martinson. So a turnover on Star Valley after them. 2 made free throws. Mustangs finishing out this third quarter very strong. Martinson to Carden. He's got 8 seconds. Not a lot of time to work. 4 seconds. Carden going to pull up for 3. Top of the key. It's good. Oh, my. And Noah Carden, boy, did he come on strong in the last few minutes of that third quarter. He's got 10 points in the game, and 8 of them came there in the last couple of minutes. And the lead is back up to 3. for the Mountain Crest Mustangs. I don't know if that's right. 38-35. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this.
The winter sledding season will be here before you know it. Make sure you're ready for the best winter yet by making your reservations at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton, Wyoming. The resort is located just minutes away from some of the best backcountry sledding in the Rocky Mountains, regardless of experience. And with plenty of trailer parking and a large complimentary breakfast, there is no place better to stay while you enjoy the Wyoming winter. Book your stay today by visiting KodiakMountainResort.com.
My best friend just had a birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was so cool. We got to play basketball, ping pong, and foosball. We were able to bring our own Nerf guns and even watched a movie on a giant projector screen. For my next birthday, I want to have my party at the Fun Zone too. Mom said the Fun Zone will also work great for my sister's wedding reception in a few months and next summer's family reunion. For reservations, visit svfunzone.com.
Time to go back to the court with more live coverage of Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
Braves erased a 9-point deficit at the half and came back and swapped the lead with the Mustangs a couple of times, but Mountain Crest finishing strong in that third quarter, and they lead it by 6 as we start this final stanza. Roman Erickson with the ball. He's going to drive to the paint. He's cut off. Braves working it back around the perimeter. 18-footer from McClure is no good off the iron. Pulled in by Dimitrikov, his 5th board. Mason Smith back into the ball game. He'll hand it off to Martinson, to Carden. He has been a gamer in that third quarter. Helped them build this lead. He drives, dishes it out to Smith. That three-pointer no good. And Martinson with the board, and he'll get fouled on his way to the hoop. Offensive rebounds hurting the Braves at the end of the third and now into the fourth. Foul was going to go against Star Valley Will Linford, his first team foul here in the fourth quarter. Mustangs lead it by 6. Martinson is 0 for 1 from the free throw line today. That one, wow. That one hits hard on the flat part of the back of the iron and then drops through. Normally that one's not going to fall for you. This time it did. 3 points now for Tatum Martinson. He'll get a chance at one more. That one looked good. Hits them both, and the lead back up to 8, just like that. 43-35 in favor of Mountain Crest. Hedges picks up his dribble in a little bit of trouble, needs some help, bounce pass to Linford. Linford top of the key, they're giving him plenty of space. Erickson now to McClure. McClure far side angle, Andrus on him, working off a screen from Linford to Hedges. Hedges trying to look for Linford down low. Now it's Erickson to Will. Will's got good position, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, puts that one up, that won't go. Andrus and Hedges battling for it, and Andrus comes away with it. That's a tough possession for the Braves. Had a really good look at it, just couldn't finish, and now Mountain Crest with the lead to go up 10 with 6:40 to go in the game. 10 or more, I should say. Braden Larson dumps it off to Dimitrikov, top of the key. Bounce pass to Carden. Just a sophomore. He's been a gamer in that third quarter. Andrus tries the pivot, can't get it to go, too strong. Into the hands of Zane Hedges. Zane will bring it across the timeline. Star Valley down 8. A lot of time left in this one, but they could use a basket here in this third quarter. Shumway now to Roman Erickson out here on the feathers near the spiking line. Roman, couple of dribbles, looks for Shumway, and it's not a good pass. In fact, Dylan has to dive for it to try and save it in bounds, and unable to do so. The Mustangs just let it go, and now Mountain Crest basketball. Roman and Smith have a seat. Cooper Lancaster and Bryson Neal coming into this one. Braves down 8, 43-35 on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Mason Smith dumps it off to Andrus. Now to Carden. Pick and roll. That's a tough pass. It's going to wind up off the hands of Bryson Neal, though. Andrus kind of lost his footing down there on the low block. Otherwise, I think he'd have had a good-looking shot. They get it into Carden. Three-pointer in the corner. That one is high off the rim. No good. Battling for the rebound is Smith, and they're going to say last touched by Mason Smith. Foot on the line. Braves kind of in a dangerous position right here. Down 8. Still plenty of time with 5:40 to go in the game, but offense is sputtered here to start the fourth quarter. Top of the key, here's Neal. He'll give it up to Shumway. They extend the defense on him. Here's Lancaster. Lancaster near side elbow. He'll give it to Neal. Bryson back to Cooper. Cooper skip past top of the key to Hedges. Hedges to the elbow, back out to Lancaster. Good defense here from Mountain Crest, not giving up anything inside of 15 feet. Down to near 5 minutes to play now. This has been a long possession for the Braves, still looking to try and break down this Mountain Crest defense. And again, just another errant pass. Braves are trying to pass where the other player is going, where they think they're going, and that's back-to-back turnovers, unforced by Star Valley. We'll take a timeout, 60 seconds. Star Valley down 8. Mountain Crest with the basketball when we return.
For the last 40 years, my goal was to move to a place like this. And so now I moved here. I couldn't really do much of anything.
He's relatively young for hip arthritis and was limited significantly because of the pain. We decided that the best course would be proceeding with a hip replacement.
It was easy. It was just, I know it sounds strange, right, when you know what they do. One of the greatest things about moving to Star Valley has been Dr. Linford and Mountain West Orthopedic.
Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home is clearing stock with massive discounts. Right now, while supplies lasts, find select LVP and carpet 50% off. Battleson Brothers also has over 8,500 square feet of hardwood, normally $7.99 per square foot, but currently just $3.99. And choose select tile for just $1.99 per square foot. Come see the flooring professionals, located 1 block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
You're watching Star Valley High School basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
We're trailing by 8 here with 5:03 to go on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Mountain Crest with that lead and the basketball as Tayton Martinson gets set to check it in for the visiting Mustangs. Mason Smith and Noah Cardin in the backcourt. Braves put on a half-court trap. Martinson working with Smith. He will get it across the timeline. Didn't look super comfortable doing it, but they are across. Pugmire to Anderson now. Mountain Crest, a chance to set up their offense however they want it. Cardin, the sophomore, lobs it backside to Pugmire. He does corral it, and it's taken away as he tries to save it in bounds. Shumway comes up with the loose ball. Shumway, Euro step, Glask, oh my goodness, hangs up on the rim. Can't get it to go, and it's going to wind up out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Braves somehow. Coach Shumway wanted a foul real bad on that, did not get his wish. Pugmire will have a seat replaced by Dimitrikov. Dylan Shumway will check this in. He'll lob it deep to Cooper Lancaster. 4:25 to go in this one. Braves down 8. Looking for some offense. Top of the key to Linford. Now to Shumway. Again, looking down low to Hedges. That is the 3rd straight possession. The Braves have just thrown it away. Looking for the teammate and just not a good pass. 3 different players just not on the same page. Another timeout here. Let's keep it right here, just a 30-second variety. Set the table for you, as it were. It's 43-35. Mountain Crest with the lead and the basketball when we come out of this timeout. Star Valley Lady Braves, they have just tipped it off against Mountain Crest on the road. You can go find that at SVInews.com or at the SVI Media YouTube channel. As far as radio coverage is concerned, we'll be switching over to that at the conclusion of this game. Also, just a heads up, as far as wrestling is concerned, unable to bring you SVI coverage of Braves wrestling this weekend. They're at the Richardson Memorial at Box Elder High School. They have a contractual agreement with Flow Wrestling, so you'll have to subscribe and watch it there if that's what you want to do there. Lady Braves will be at Mountain Crest tomorrow. Tell you what, seems like all the Mountain Crest and Star Valley fans and parents should be carpooling this weekend. Maybe you could save some gas. Braves got to put on some full court pressure here with 4:17 left in the game, down 8. Thompson can't come up with it. That one tipped up in the air, and Zach does come up with this loose ball. Zach thinks about pulling up for three over to McClure. Far side wing, Cooper, that's kind of his spot. That one's too strong. And Andrus up high for his 6th rebound of the game. That pass nearly through the hands of Smith, but he tracks it down. Dribble behind the back, and he'll give it up to Andrus. Near side wing now to Martinson. And Mountain Crest in no hurry here. I think they kind of like the idea that Wyoming doesn't have a shot clock. Coming up here to the equality state, not having to deal with that. Got an 8-point lead in the basketball, and they're burning some clock under now under 3:30 to go in this contest. At some point, Star Valley's going to have to force the issue. Cooper going to extend that defense on Andrus. Dimitrikov lowers his shoulder, trying to get past Will Linford. He'll give it up now to Martinson. Quick drive. Martinson's done some things today. You don't know if I can kind of get lulled to sleep. You're like, oh, he's not going to do that. And the next thing you know, he's past you. He's got 6 points in this contest. And that punches the lead up to 10. Trying to drive into the lane. That's taken away and knocked out of the hands of Hedges into the hands now of Andrus. And a timeout called by Mountain Crest. Braves down 10 with 2:55 to go. And in some trouble here. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
Have you heard how you can earn some extra cash from Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union? Bring us any new or refinanced auto, ATV, or RV loan, and we will give you 1% back in cash. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, OAC, member NCUA.
Time to go back to the court with more live coverage of Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
Feast and famine for this Star Valley offense today. Scoring in the first, had a bunch of threes in the third, but the second and the fourth have been pretty lean, and they trail by 10 here with under 3 minutes to go. They're going to need something special to cut into this 10-point lead. Full court press. Andrus gets it across the timeline. Braves with just one team foul, so they've got that working against them as well. Smith to Dimitrikov, and McClure all over him. He'll be whistled for the foul. First personal of the game by Smith McClure, I believe it is. Second team foul on Star Valley with 2:42 to go here in the contest. It's 45-35, Mountain Crest. Noah Carden. He's been kind of an unsung hero, I think, off the bench for the Mustangs. The Braves had some momentum, had the lead in the third quarter, and Carden helped take it away, and they haven't looked back. Smith picks up his dribble, hedges on him defensively. Now here comes the double team. He'll pass out. Carden finds a wide open Martinson for the layup. Good ball movement from Mountain Crest, and it's the biggest lead of the game, 47-35. Star Valley needing points desperately. Thompson pulls up for three. That's short, and it's off the hands of Hedges. I believe there's going to be a foul on the floor against Mountain Crest. That will go against number 23, Nico Dimitrikov, his third. Star Valley now nearing 2 minutes, down 12. Low block, here's Hedges. Hedges puts a shoulder into his man, puts it up off the glass for two. 4 points for Zane. Lead cut to 10, but under 2 minutes to play. Braves defensively going to come up, and Lancaster will foul Andrus. I believe that's foul number 2 on Cooper Lancaster. Third team foul on the Braves with 1:54 to go. 47-37, your score on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Mountain Crest with the lead. They get it into Smith. Hedges right on him. The backcourt count is going. Smith will get it across the timeline. Now to Andrus. Andrus hounded here by Lancaster, who's looked healthy to me. Poked out of his hands, actually in the hands of Cooper Lancaster. Cooper comes up with it, and he will bring it across the timeline. Dimitrikov on him defensively. He'll dish it off to Roman Eriksson. Eriksson into the lane, turns around. Jump shot is no good. Saved in bounds. No, he's unable to do so, is Smith McClure. It's kind of a rough-looking shot there from Roman. 83 seconds left in this one, and we got a sub coming in, Dylan Shumway. Going to check in for Cooper Lancaster. Cooper might be a little gassed. He saw some extended minutes here today. Braves needing possessions. So they're digging in defensively here on the full court press. Smith passes up ahead to Martinson. They do get it across the timeline. He's going to drive into the corner, has it knocked away. They're going to say last touched by Mountain Crest. Okay. So the Braves do get the turnover. Now they just need some quick points. Down 10 with 1:12 to go. Your sharpshooter is Dylan Shumway. He's got 7 points in this game, couple of triples. Those came in the third quarter. Here's Eriksson off to Hedges. Ticking down, near a minute to play. Over to Thompson. Zach can hit the three as well. Down low to Roman, has it poked away, and we've got a scrum. They're going to get Roman, I think, for diving on the floor, and it winds up into the back of the legs of Dimitrikov. So that'll be kind of a loose ball foul situation there on Roman Eriksson. Second personal on Roman, fourth team foul, and a timeout is called on the court with 58.2 seconds to go. Mountain Crest looking to pick up their 5th win of the season. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, it's not only about mining phosphate for production of crop nutrients that support western U.S. farmers and ranchers. It's about supporting our employees, neighbors, and local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
Western is a fantastic option when it comes to higher education. We're awarded consistent upper rankings year to year from entities such as University HQ, College Factual, and Intelligent.com. But don't just take their word for it. Listen to what our own students had to say about why they love Western.
The sense of community that this campus has.
Intramurals are always fun in my opinion.
They like all of the instructors and the coursework.
The tuition is very affordable.
I have awesome teachers. They're personal and great.
There's always an adventure when you're here.
You're watching Star Valley High School basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
2 seconds left in this one. Mountain Crest with a 10-point lead and the basketball. Lady Braves are just tipped off at Mountain Crest. They lead it early against the Mountain Crest girls 3-0. That's at SVInews.com, also the SVI Media YouTube channel. Backcourt pressure here as Smith passing ahead to Dimitrikov. Nico quickly up ahead to Cardin. And Mountain Crest done pretty well with that press. Gotten some layups out of it. Hasn't really hurt them. And this one ticking away now from Star Valley. Mason Smith kind of loses his footing. It feels like the floor has seemed slippery to me. I'm not sure if that's just me. I don't know. Maybe the shoes got all dusty during the holiday break. I don't know. Seems like I've seen more sliding tonight than we normally do. 10-point deficit for the Braves. Thompson into the lane. Dishes it out to Neal for three. That one not good. Rebounded by Dimitrikov, his 6th. Nico hands off to Cardin. Picks up his dribble right at midcourt, and we got a whistle. Or is it poked out of bounds? Yeah, poked out of bounds by the Braves. It'll stay Mountain Crest basketball, under 23 seconds to go. It's a 10-point advantage for the Mustangs. Cardin to Dimitrikov. Nobody in front of Cardin. Has it poked away from behind out of bounds. It should stay with Mountain Crest, and it does. Just a reminder, the Lady Braves will be tipping it off here tomorrow afternoon against Preston at 3:30. I'll have that game for you. Duke Dance, meanwhile, will have the boys tomorrow at Skyview. Pass inside now to Martinson. Turnaround jumper, that's no good. And up high for the rebound is Roman Eriksson. Braves with 10 seconds left in the contest. Thompson, cross-court pass to McClure. Smith puts up the contested three. That's no good. Rebounded by Neal. Bryson puts up the tough one. That won't go. And that is a final as Mountain Crest picks up their 5th win of the season. Meanwhile, the Braves drop to 1-6 in non-conference play, 47-37. We'll now roll into our Silver Star postgame show. Take flight to faster Wi-Fi. Learn how at silverstar.com. Looking at the scoring as we head over to our stats for the Mountain Crest Mustangs, 10 points for Noah Carden off the bench. I thought that was a big deal. The Braves had erased that 9-point deficit, came back and took the lead on a couple of occasions in that third quarter. Carden hit a big triple and had a nice save that resulted in another layup, and that kind of helped give Mountain Crest the lead, and they did not relinquish it the rest of the game. Tayton Martinson also doing a nice job off the bench. I had him finishing with 8 points tonight. 6 points, 6 rebounds for Nico Dimitrikov. 7 points for Parker Andrus. 8 points for Mason Smith. 5 for Cale Muir. And 3 for Trey Cooper. So really well-balanced scoring here by the Mustangs tonight. You have 10, 8, another 8, 7, 6, 5, right down the line. Really nice job of spreading out the offense there for the Mustangs. And here on the post game, we're going to have to share a mic here with head coach Matt Shumway. Coach Shumway, thanks for coming up there this morning. This afternoon, I guess that's wishful thinking. Coach, want to get your thoughts on this game.
Well, we got a lot of work to do. A lot of time we're getting some self-inflicted wounds. We're causing some problems for ourselves by, just mental mistakes, mental lapses, both ends of the court. Kids played hard. I'm not going to question their effort, but we've just got some cleaning up to do.
Coach, you and I talked a little bit about Cooper Lancaster. Wasn't quite sure of his status the last time you and I talked. Came in and had a nice game. Cooper did some nice things today.
Yeah, he's a big part of what we do. He will be going forward. It's good to have him back out there. In fact, it was later that day, I think, from when I talked to you that he got cleared. So we keep working him in. Obviously, he's going to be a little fatigued, at times right now where he's not in game shape. But he's a good ball player. He's smart, and we're excited to have him back.
Coach, you played a lot of these teams, very similar teams, bigger schools from Idaho and Utah. The deficits have been kind of similar. What are some things you'd like to see tomorrow? You go down to Skyview there at Smithfield. What are some things you'd like to see maybe from tonight carry over to tomorrow? Some good things and some things you'd like to see improve.
Well, we're not far away. Like, really, we're close. Like you say, we've lost by 8 to 10 points every game. So we feel like we're in a little bit of a twilight zone here, deja vu. But we like to say the self-inflicted stuff. Some turnovers that are not forced by the defense. Where, our movement's got to be better on offense. I'd like to see that get a little more fluid, and just defensive rotations at times we're a step slow or we're not getting there at all on the backside help. So things that are controllable. And like I say, we got to get everybody on the same page on offense. We're still not very connected right now on the offensive end.
Head coach Matt Shumway. Matt, thanks for your time and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Appreciate Coach Shumway working with me there with the microphone. I forgot I had asked him to come up and talk to me and then realized I only had one headset, so had to improvise there just a little bit. Let's look at the stats now for the Star Valley Braves tonight. Cooper Lancaster, talked about Cooper getting his first minutes of the season, and he actually came in and he had the high water mark tonight, 13 points, 5 rebounds for Cooper off the bench. Zane Hedges finishing with 4, Cooper Lawson with 2, Zach Thompson had 5 tonight. Dylan Shumway with 7. Smith McClure had 2. And Will Linford had 4. So Lancaster leading away with 13-7 for Dylan Shumway. And just the offense, as I said, kind of feast and famine tonight for the Braves. Just 10 points in that first quarter, only 5 in the second. Third quarter, the three-point shot was falling. Not so much in the fourth quarter. And then Mountain Crest picking up that lead and hanging on to the basketball, not really giving Star Valley much of a chance in that fourth quarter. As I said, they now improved to 5-8, if I'm not mistaken. The Braves fall to 1-6. They have a chance to pick up a win tomorrow as they'll be on the road. They'll have to do it on the road. They'll be at Skyview in Smithfield. That one scheduled for a 4:30 tip-off. And Duke Dance will be down there along with Sage Jacobson to bring you that action. Again, your final here tonight on your Silver Star postgame show. It's Mountain Crest 47, Star Valley 37. And I'll be back tomorrow afternoon. I'll have the girls game here as they take on the Preston Indians at 3 p.m. That'll do it for me. We'll now switch over radio-wise over to the Lady Braves. Duke Dance has the call on that one. We'll see you down the line. Make sure you check out SVInews.com for all the latest information.